Hi, this is Alicia from thriftyandchic.com, and today I'm going to share with you how to turn an ordinary everyday candle into something a little bit more pretty, a little bit more special. You could do this with anything, really any design that you like or can find. I love to get these candles when they go on clearance, especially during Christmas. Christmas is the best time to get candles, especially if you don't care too much about the smell. This one is Peppermint Dream. Really, it smells like vanilla, and a lot of the candles are very similar to vanilla. And so when I got this was probably like $1 or $2 for this candle. This one was from Hobby Lobby. I found a lot from Michael's. Anyway, there's my secret. Don't go hoard all the candles. I would like some still too. I think they're great to have on hand just to decorate. And you know, in case there's a power outage, it's really great to have on hand as well. Well, let's turn this everyday candle into something just a little bit prettier. All you need for your supplies is the candle, of course. You're going to get whatever kind of napkin that you can find. I found these ones at Home Goods. I usually tend to find most of mine at Home Goods. There's a lot of, depending on the season, you can change it up. They have lots of different napkins there. I actually found some at the dollar store the other day that was really cute. And so I'm always on an eye for napkins, because you can also do other fun crafts with them, like decoupage things and whatnot. And so get a napkin. You're going to need some wax paper, and you're going to need an iron. A lot of places, or I have seen, do a similar tutorial that they do it with a blow dryer. Blow dryers do not work. I tried. Heat gun works, but it's dangerous. And so an iron is exactly what I used for mine, and it worked splendidly well. And then another little secret that I used was this little Exacto knife. It's great to just cut off the tips of the extra, you know, the excess of your napkin and the wax paper that might have stayed on there. And so anyway, without further ado, let's get started. All right, supplies, as I mentioned before, is a nice pillar candle, some beautiful napkins, you're going to want some wax paper, an Exacto knife, and an iron. Now, the first step is to get your napkin and to try to take off that first ply. So most napkins come in 2 to 3 plies, and the top layer needs to come off for this to work. And so you're going to try to take off the first ply, which has the design on it. Try one corner. If you can't get that to work, try the other corners. Sometimes you might have to try all 4 corners, and sometimes you might even have to go to the next napkin in order to get this to work. So once you do, once you are able to start pulling that apart, gently take off that top ply with the design on it. It will be a very slow process. If you mess up, it's all right. Start again on another napkin. Once you have it off, you have the beautiful, very delicate piece of almost tissue paper. So next step is to layer your surface. And so you want to make sure that you're working with a paper towel so you don't ruin your surface. You're going to get your wax paper and cut it to be a bit bigger than the actual size of the candle. Once you cut it, this continues the layer, put it on top of the paper towel. Now get your napkin and put the napkin face down on top of the wax paper. Before this step, you might want to have oriented where you want your actual design on the candle. I already knew where I wanted it, and so I put my candle in the very middle on the bottom, making sure to line up the bottom of the candle with the bottom of the napkin itself. So now you're going to pull the napkin over on one side and pull it over on the other side, and kind of make sure the napkin's pretty tight in there before you start pulling over the next step, which would be the wax paper. So you're going to pull the wax paper over and try to secure in place. Next, you're going to use your iron down that seam. Sorry, that was a quick little step. And then you're going to keep ironing the wax paper all over the entire candle. You will see in the video how it changes the color of the actual napkin. This is the wax underneath of the candle going into the napkin itself. It's not actually the wax paper. The wax paper is just kind of helping you guide it along the way. So once you're done with the whole candle, go back and see whatever whitish spots you have that hasn't really gotten the wax, and go over that with the iron again. So now that that will be all done, you're going to grab your Exacto knife and go on the very top. You're going to want to keep the wax paper on for this, just since it makes this process easier to cut through the napkin as well. And follow along the ridge of the candle and just cut along, getting rid of the wax paper and the excess napkin. If you have this on the bottom, this is the point to do it as well, is to start cutting off the bottom excess paper as well. Once that is taken off, you'll see that you have wax paper still hanging out. This actually comes off. So you just start taking it off, and the design of the napkin shines so beautifully through. And that is really it. That's all. Now clean up a little bit of the edges if you wish and display it. I love how this ended up turning out. This napkin, as I said, was from Home Goods, and it was perfect for this candle design. I added it into my hutch, put a little dumb cloche over it. I may or may not ever light these. It would be best to probably not light them since they're made with napkins. Visit www.thriftyandchic.com for more DIY projects.